Next, please state your name for the record and give us your testimony.
Good morning. My name is Scott Friedson. I'm a public adjuster. I am against 1628. I'm for reduction of litigation, and I am for protection of consumer interests. I would like to have the opportunity to meet with Taylor, Ellis, and Watson to further discuss some of the ideas that I have as a guy that's in the trenches, and I handle very large commercial loss properties. One of the things I wanted to make sure to convey is yesterday I received a report from the National Association of Insurance Commissioners for the 2013 Property and Casualty Title and Insurance Industry Report. And the very first sentence says net profits in the United States property casualty insurance increased 91.5% to $69.9 billion in 2013 compared to $36.5 billion in 2012. The surge in profits stemmed from vastly improved underwriting performance as moderate rates and lower catastrophic losses propelled the industry to a net underwriting profit gain of $20.8 billion and produced a combined ratio of 95.7, measures not seen since 2007. I thought that was relevant. I wanted to make sure to share that with the panel. The other thing I wanted to share with the panel is that, in my opinion, the litigation environment that we're currently experiencing is a result of the claims handling environment which we live in. I know for a fact that there are adjusters that are incented by their companies to drag claims out because they are paid by billable hours. They have bonuses that are based on the number of billable hours. There's lack of transparency and lack of cooperation when we are trying to work reasonably with the adjusters that represent these insurance companies. In my opinion, until door-to-door solicitation of unlicensed roofers and contractors stops, you're going to see an increase in litigation. I understand the intent to reduce litigation that's brought on by public adjusters and unlicensed folks. I would like to see some enforcement of those types of barratry actions. I do believe also a public adjuster should have to perform a certain minimum standard in order to receive any type of compensation. I do not believe in I work my files. I certainly don't sign and flip files. That's not my MO. But perhaps probably the most important thing I wanted to convey to the panel today is because of my own concerns and convictions, in my experience, I filed personally a complaint with the Texas Department of Insurance against 11 entities which I identified as a review of the TDI's website showed no record of an insurance adjuster license being utilized for several entities which are adjusting claims in this state. My concern with it is not only because they have a lack of respect for the claims handling process, but I was even more alarmed to learn just recently that some of these complaints have now been moved into enforcement at TDI. Because these guys they're not licensed. They're not licensed by the department or the Secretary of State. And one other interesting side note is, not only have they been doing this for years, but they're also issuing insurance claim checks. And I don't know how they can possibly be doing that if they're not licensed by the state.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Members, any questions? Thanks for being here. Thank you, panel, for being here.
Thank you.